And now it's working properly. Right.
You fixed it.
Hello and welcome to the BOJPOD. I'm Bradley.
I'm Ollie.
And I'm Jack.
And today is a special episode. We've been talking about this for about a year now. Maybe a little bit less or a bit more. But we have a special guest today.
Oh my god.
This is the world famous podcaster, known only as Tasara22.
Podcaster?
Oh my god.
Damn, a streamer, sorry.
Streamer.
Fucking idiot.
Um,
You fucked it up already.
I fucked it up already. Normally this is what happens, but yeah, this is Tasara22 that's joining us for the first time. Something I've half-assedly tried to set up.
Well done, Bradley.
Yes.
You're nailing it.
About
5 months you've been talking about it.
Yep.
And 5 months you've sort of gone, yeah, maybe.
No, 5 months it's been, oh, do you want to be on our podcast? It's like, yeah, sure, and then we don't do it. Right, so today we're going to do what Hollywood does and make a sequel.
Okay.
So, you know, we had the...
We've made about 9 sequels, by the way. So we're basically like the Fast and Furious if it was watered down and it was just 3 guys talking.
Well,
And it wasn't about cars.
it was about how many dicks on a spine you've got.
Wait, how many Fast and Furious movies are there?
About 25.
Oh, okay.
I think there's currently 7. Yeah, there are currently 7 Fast and Furious movies.
Didn't the 7th one stray away from the normal titles? So it was like Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, and then it went back to being Fast and Furious. Like it wasn't called 4 or 5 or something, and then the 7th one is just called Furious something.
One of them's called Fast, one of them's called And the...
There's one that's Fast 5, and it's spelled out as F-I-V-E. But then Fast 8 is going to be the number 8.
Oh, okay.
So they started numbering them at 6. The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, Fast 8.
I mean, they shouldn't be shy about changing the title.
Jesus.
They don't have to like
Completely inconsistent.
completely rearrange the.
But then every single time they make one, they're like, yeah, this is going to be the last one. And then a year later, they come up with another one.
Yeah. Another one that's probably the same as the last one, from what I gather.
So,
I haven't seen 7.
Well, from what I know, it used to be about
Cars.
street racing,
going
and then
fast.
it sort of turned into like the spy espionage
Yeah, it did.
series of films. Like,
And then in the
where they're
last
all
couple...
jumping out of a plane in cars.
Yeah. And then in the
What?
last couple, they started bringing in like armies and tanks and The Rock.
They've come a long way, and the rock.
The Rock is a mainstay.
Right. Ow, bugger. So, would you rather?
Have you got pre-prepared questions?
I do have pre-prepared questions. I
I'm
have.
scared.
Yes. So you should all be very scared. I've lost the pre-prepared questions.
You absolute-
Bratters.
Oh, we should go on Bradders.
No, like I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says #Team Brad. Bratters.
Team Bradders.
What's the idea? I don't understand why. What's the whole Team Brad
Okay,
situation?
well, people are always dicking on Brad, right?
Yeah,
It's Brad's
'cause he's-
I
useless,
do, yeah,
right?
especially
yeah,
us.
you know what I mean? We all know it's Brad.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, no matter what Brad does, no matter how many social faux pas he commits, I'm Team Brad.
Everyone
I'm
likes
on
it.
his side. Someone needs to be on his side, let's be
Someone
honest.
does. We're on your
So
side, Bradley.
so
don't
if
worry.
someone asks you, Team Cap or Team Iron Man, you just go Team Brad.
No, it's Team Brad.
Team Brad.
Team Brad.
Team Bradders.
You got those questions?
I do have those questions. Thank you for stalling.
Because he's so Brad at everything. Huh?
I'm such a
Sorry.
Brad.
Right. Okay. So
You're a Brad influence on me.
Stop bradding around.
I'm sorry.
This is what I deal with on a daily basis. That's why I drink. So the first.
Too real.
Holy shit.
The first would you rather question. Would you rather save the life of a starving African child that you'll never meet, or have an actual working lightsaber?
I'm looking for honesty.
Shit.
Would I rather feed a starving African child or have a lightsaber?
Yes. Would you rather feed a starving African child that you're never ever gonna meet, or have a real working lightsaber?
It doesn't really matter that I'm not going to meet them. That doesn't really factor in to the process that I'm going through right now. Because I could still meet them and feed them, but would he then be full forever, or is it just a one-time thing? Will he then get hungry again and die?
No, you adopt him.
You're saving their life, so there could be someone pointing a gun at them, or they could be
If you don't feed
starving
this
of
child, I will
malaria,
shoot them in the face.
or
Okay.
they might have AIDS and
Well, I
you've
could
got
kill
the
that
cure
man with a
inside you.
lightsaber.
That's very true.
This question is broken.
But you'll never meet that child. It could be any African child.
It's true. What's his name?
Why does
Is it
it
he?
have to be a continent though?
It is a.
Or is it
Like
she?
all African children
Yes, you
are in
can.
poverty.
Is it? It could just be a regular South African child.
Yeah, it could
who's got
just
a
be this
perfectly
is
good
some
life.
little white kid in the suburbs.
Yeah, white kid. There's
Just a bit
white-
hungry.
Yeah.
Christ. I
No, I'll
think
go
it
for a
could be,
lightsaber. There's too much chance.
Could be that,
It's still the only logical option.
Yeah.
remembering the actual saber itself doesn't carry any weight, so one flick of your
Got
wrist
less
and
calories. It's a lightsaber.
yeah, I think the idea of holding an actual lightsaber just scares me.
yeah, it's the
Like I would just be too scared to handle it because I always have a fear of like sharp knives because I feel like at
It's a good
some
fear.
point I'm just gonna end up I don't know hurting someone or hurting myself. So no,
okay.
I,
it's a
although
dumb question, but
I should
I just
feed.
thought I'd talk about that.
Obviously, you mean a skinny, rib cagey, black, small African child who's about to die of starvation, and
No.
I'd save his life.
No,
But-
I'm talking about a child that's residence is the continent of Africa.
Okay, I'll go lightsaber. Because there are parts of Africa that aren't full of starving small children.
You could You could save someone that's in Africa.
Yeah. The fact that they're in Africa makes no difference.
It's
So-
racist though.
Would you rather pay
Well-
for a Chinese person to have surgery on their eyes so they could see, or a lightsaber? But then if you had a lightsaber, you could perform the surgery.
Yeah,
Can
again,
it be Brock from Pokemon?
Yes, even though he's not Asian.
yet again,
Yeah.
this
Are you
is why I
sure?
drink.
I'm fairly sure Brock isn't Asian.
Okay.
So
Confirmed.
after going through the rigmarole of getting pre-prepared questions,
Well, we'll answer and then I'll ask you for your opinion. And then
Yes.
completely ignore your opinion.
where's that booze?
Lost it again.
How do you lose it twice?
No, I'm asking where the alcohol is. Fucking hell. Right. So the next question: would you rather? No, that's shit. Would you rather be a cow or a chicken? That was shit as well.
No, carry on.
That's all there is.
Is that are you referencing the cartoon?
No. It's just: would you rather be a bovine, a cow, or would you rather be a bird, a chicken?
A chicken, okay.
And again, it's any random
Chicken or cockerel? Because
chicken.
I'm a guy.
It is
Chicken, a female chicken.
It is listed as cow or chicken.
So I'd be, okay. Because
A
chicken's a
cock-
vague expression for either hen or cockerel. Or,
Just like human is a vague expression for men and women.
but cow, I could be a bull.
Fucking
That'd be cool. Hmm.
Yeah, that's swayed my decision. I think.
Yeah.
If
Then
it's a
again,
bull-
if I
it's a
could
bull,
produce milk, I couldn't drink my own milk though.
you can't physically do that
I
though.
couldn't
You're a
do that as
cow.
No.
Unless some person just gave you a massive straw and attached it to your udders.
And chickens can't really fly. The longest recorded flight of a chicken is 7 seconds.
That's very true.
Have you seen the movie Chicken Run? I'm joking.
How
yes,
de-
I have.
How delicious would you taste in KFC though? That's the question.
KFC, ugh.
Jack is one of the few humans on this planet that I know that doesn't like KFC.
Chicken with skin tags on it and eating stuff off the bone is nasty.
Oh.
Nasty.
I like
and then
it,
you
but
have the
it's-
nasty, slightly hairy skin on some of it.
I like it, but it's
I'd be
too
a cow.
greasy.
Final answer.
Cassie, what are your
There are
views
too many
and opinions
drawbacks
on
to
this?
being a chicken.
I'm gonna go for a cow.
Yes. Team cow.
I think it's a smart decision. Like you just sit around eating grass.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're like in a bad situation, you still have a lot of room as cow
Yeah.
for the most
'Cause
part. Unless end up being like fuck a female cow, in which case it's a different sort of light.
Damn.
And also, when there's lots of cows, you can kill people because you can trample them to death.
Well,
When there's lots of chickens, all that's going to happen is there's going to be lots of feathers everywhere.
there was no specific type of cow, so I guess if you were a chicken, it's
You're just
possible
gonna
you could
take
be a
your
battery
chances.
chicken and live in a tiny little cage.
When have you seen a cow on its own, apart from in your burger?
Aw.
It could be a couple of different cows. I don't know.
That's very
in
true.
McDonald's burgers, if that's what you're
Or a
referencing.
horse.
Oh,
If
you're buying from Iceland,
Was it Iceland?
There's Sainsbury's as well.
Iceland's and Sainsbury's.
Burger King.
It was Tesco.
Was it Burger King? Tesco? Every single chain brand in the country.
I find it
Everyone.
hilarious that they followed the trail all the way back to a horse abattoir and they went, well, of course it's horse meat. You're buying from a horse abattoir.
You never know.
We gotcha.
You haven't got me at all. This is my job. I sell horse meat. I'm not doing anything illegal here. You've just
Put your
purchased horse
hands
meat.
up.
Yeah.
You're the one that bought it from
But
me
no,
and
I'd
labelled
be
it
a
as
cow. Because there's a chance if I was to randomly become a random chicken, because you didn't specify, I could be a battery chicken.
Yep, same with a cow though. You could be a battery cow.
Yeah, but at least I get fed. Battery chickens are kind of just forced rubbish.
It's so
Battery cows, at least they have some sort of freedom compared to battery chickens.
I wouldn't have thought they'd
The
have...
quality of life for a
No.
battery cow is nicer than a battery chicken.
Christ.
I choose cow every day. Ollie?
So, Oliver, yeah, what's fucking hell?
Cow, because I'll look fabulous with my spots. I'll stand out in the crowd. Fashionably.
And there's a chance that you could become the Milk It cow from the Rice Krispie bar advert from years ago.
You could
Remember
also,
that?
you might
Milk
also be the Dairy cow.
You could be the laughing cow.
Do you mean just the logo?
Just
On a-
you could
could just be the
just
head
the
of the
logo.
cow.
just the logo.
Oh,
At least you'd be happy
Forever.
forever.
I would choose the chicken because it's
Because you're
more
different.
No, because it would be all over
Hipster.
very soon.
Yeah, the lifespan of a chicken is far less than a cow, depending on what kind of cow.
Hopefully, I get put. Have you seen the video of the chicken nugget machine?
What brands are there that have logos that are chickens? A grouse is
Kellogg's.
technically a chicken. Yeah, it could be the
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's logo.
Is it? No, not
I don't know if
Kellogg's.
you- I don't know if you'd be
Cornflakes.
happy.
Christ, what a
Cornflakes.
what a
Yeah.
horrible existence! Oh
You could,
yes,
you don't
I'm,
necessarily be happy
I'm-
because you're not a laughing chicken.
well no, you're not allowed. You're designed to be a boring chicken. You're designed to be a.
Have you ever seen a happy
masturbatory.
chicken though?
That's a good point. So on to the next question.
Mm.
Would you rather have no taste buds or be colorblind?
I would rather have no taste buds.
Ooh, interesting.
What?
I value my sight way over my sense of taste.
But I could sneak shit into your food.
I wouldn't be able to tell because I haven't got. I haven't got taste buds, so it makes no difference to me. I'll be able to see it before I put it in my mouth.
Cassie?
Um.
Bearing in mind, I will sneak shit into your food. If you...
That's not part of the question.
No,
I would.
get...
I've already got really bad vision anyway, so I'm gonna go with. I'd rather keep my taste buds.
Okay.
I would...
My left eye's screwed, and it's only a matter of time before everything else goes. So.
In either situation, I will fuck with you.
But as soon as you said that question once, my immediate response from then on would be, "Go fuck yourself, Brad."
Yeah. Fuck Team Brad.
Team Brad. I'd say that lovingly afterwards.
Drive a nail
Sarcastically.
into my eye.
Team Brad. Fuck.
Team Brad. Oliver, what's your choice?
Well, what do you mean by colorblind? Do you just see black and white?
No.
I don't know much about people who are colorblind.
Well, you can't when you're colorblind. There's certain
Do they get mixed up?
there's
Colours.
filter. You know how there's like color filters for lights, so that you can only see blue or only see red. It's the same
Yeah.
with eyes.
I
But
think for the sake of the question, let's just go grey.
there you go.
Everything is grey.
Everything is brown.
Everything? Well, everything's grey, metaphorically and physically. So why not? For me, that is.
Oh,
Grey.
that's what uni does to
So
you.
it's a grey area. What would you
every-
choose, Bradley? Would
What
you
would I
rather have
choose?
taste buds or be colorblind?
I'd rather be colorblind. Oh no. No.
Keep in mind,
I-
we're gonna be putting shit in your food.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm
bitch.
already aware of this. I like the taste of food. Food is
Team
amazing.
poop. Isn't there a restaurant where you can go and you can get blindfolded and you just eat the food in like total darkness or like blindfolded or something, and it increases the taste because you can't see. I go into it just thinking, they're gonna feed me shit. I know they are. It's gonna taste rubbish. So everything will taste really bad.
Yeah, Right, moving on very swiftly. Would you rather have the ability to run 100 miles an hour or be able to fly at 10 miles an hour?
Fly 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Easy question.
Oliver?
Super fast.
Oh.
Because like I'm always fashionably late for lectures, so.
Yeah, but you're flying at
Very
10 miles an hour, so you're going faster than walking pace anyway. Cassie?
Fly at 10 miles an hour, because I would just like hover above the ground looking awesome all the time.
So from the distance it was...
Yeah, but it's super fast.
10 miles an hour is still a fair running speed, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be that bad.
You could win the
I don't need-
Olympics.
I don't care about the Olympics. I care about looking adorable.
You can get
5
gold
foot in the
medals.
air.
I really wouldn't mind, flying every single day.
I would fly everywhere.
So if you were flying, someone's gonna like, they're gonna like hunt you down. CIA.
Hunt you down.
Whereas if you're running really fast, no one can catch up to you.
Well, I'm
Unless,
going at 10
unless
miles
someone
an
has
hour.
the reverse flash.
I'm just saying, I would go to the CIA and be like, look, straight up, I fly, but it has no real use because it's only like 10 miles an hour. Like, look how shit this is. I'm just gonna go around like flying and being cool.
I'm just gonna
Like,
fly around.
I know,
and go
but
to
if someone's watching you and they work for the government, they're gonna track you
I'll
down.
give them my
send you to
blood, I
Area
don't care.
51.
I was guinea pig growing up. I was in and out of the hospital. I'm used to it. I'll go right to them. I'll be like, guys, I can fly.
Yeah, but what if they try to kill
samples?
you? Or
They're not gonna try and kill me.
If they try
I'm
and kill...
American.
Look, if they're in a
It's not like it's not a movie. They're just gonna take some blood and let me go.
If there was someone in a helicopter trying to shoot me, I'd slowly go up as close as I can to them, so no missiles could actually hit me. And I'd just slowly be annoying and float around them at 10 miles
Just
an
trying
hour.
to think of somewhere that flying would permit me to go, that I would want to go, that I can't do normally. I could
10 minutes.
avoid public transport.
Yeah.
It would take me a fucking year to get anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you could also wear a suit that has some sort of propulsion system on it to speed you up.
But then you just have a jetpack.
But you'd have a jetpack with the ability to know that you're not gonna die if you fall out or if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
But
Just fly.
yeah, that's true. I would make myself look like Jesus. I'd make
People would
myself...
believe it. All I'm saying.
People-
is,
Then I just be like, yeah, you can walk on water. Yeah, spawn 100 fish.
Oh, I used all my Jesus powers. I'm walking on water.
So my Jesus powers were all used up for today.
Ugh.
Floats home.
Come back tomorrow where I do exactly the same thing. I can do bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, Christmas events, whatever you want.
Funerals.
What you do?
You can pretend I am the Holy Spirit coming down and taking them away. Just carries the corpse out of the window.
You just have a lot of Ellie. What you do is you
That'd be
strap...
so amazing to watch. Then you just pick up the dead body and just levitate out the window. Just like, I'm taking him to a better place.
If
Actually taking them to the, what was it, a crematorium or whatever it's called across the road, just to get them burned up.
What you do is you come down, it's like in a Royal Mail outfit. It's like, I'm
oh no.
I'm here to collect a Miss Sandra Bullock. Oh, here she
Sandra
is.
Bullock.
Right, I'll be...
You wish you could touch Sandra Bullock's corpse.
I don't know who Sandra Bullock is, so...
I'm currently Googling it because I can't remember. Oh, it's
Oh my
her!
god, she's from
Yeah.
Speed. She was in Miss Congeniality.
She's Gravity
She's in-
Lady.
Yeah, Gravity. God, you guys are young.
I'm not that young. I'm 20 years old.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Jack.
Sandra Bullock. I swear she was in a film where this guy was offering her jewelry and then he snaps the thing closed and it
No,
was
that's Julia Roberts. That's
Oh.
Pretty Woman.
Anyway, okay. I'll shut up
Just
now.
keep making me feel old.
Once a day, you have the power to either reverse one decision you make or pause time for 10 seconds. So every day you have this ability that you can use once.
Reverse the decision.
For what reason, Oliver?
Because I like problems being solved. really quickly.
I'd choose. I'd freeze time for completely disgusting reasons.
Why?
But you could be such a perv in 10 seconds, and then just like
My,
you could steal stuff.
you could be the
Like grab a
worst.
sandwich from Tesco
You
and
have
run out the
10
door.
seconds.
10
You
seconds.
walk in, you're looking at the sandwiches, freeze time, grab a sandwich,
Stick
run out
it-
the door, and they'd never know.
Well, they'd see on the CCTV. Oh, there's a
They
sandwich
couldn't.
there,
They
and now
couldn't.
there's
They
not.
couldn't explain that shit.
Yeah, they could. They see.
Technically, if CCTV was recording you, you just disappear and then
Yeah.
reappear somewhere else.
If you could see the sandwiches from the door, you freeze time, run in, grab a sandwich, run out the door, get back into the same position,
Oh right, okay.
then just
I was
go.
just
Actually, I don't think I want anything, and turn around and walk away.
yeah, and
You
then
could do so
reappear
much cool
somewhere
stuff
else.
with the 10 seconds of freezing time, and I decided to choose stealing a sandwich
And or molesting people.
and or being a real perv,
Well,
like lifting up someone's skirt and then just putting it back.
I would have thought. I would have thought with that time, you're talking to a
You
really
could
nice
save
girl.
people's lives for 10 seconds.
You could, but they'd be paused, so nothing would happen in that 10 seconds. I guess you could pull out a bullet in that time. It's not moving anywhere, so everything is stationary, paused. You can't.
Oh, you're
No, no.
unable to actually change things.
Yeah, yeah. You can
So
just.
if you can move around, but everything suddenly becomes an immovable object.
Yeah.
Reverse decision.
So you
You
can-
lied. You changed the conditions of the.
Okay,
of the
right.
answer.
Original conditions. Cassie, what would you choose?
I'd freeze time.
Yeah, she's a pervert too. Sandwich thief.
Oh, I'd choose reverse decision because you could kill everyone you know. And
Brad!
you could kill
You
everyone.
could make the decision. I'm going to kill everyone I know. Then you do it, and then you just go. I'm going to reverse that, and
But
you travel
does it
back in
reverse
time.
everything?
So every
Oh, reverse
time.
decision, baby. Reverse decision.
you
all
could
the way.
become the best thief in the world. You could rob a bank every single day, and every time you got it wrong,
So you
you'd
could
learn from
technically
it.
time travel.
Technically, yeah. So you could, but it's only for that one day.
You could only reverse a decision that was made that day.
Yeah, yeah. So if right at the start of the day you killed someone, you went to prison, you went to jail, you could
You
then
would go
just
to
reverse
prison
time.
within a day.
So you could do so right at the start of the day, you could choose to do something that's terrible, and then reverse it, and then you'd have an entire extra fucking day. You can make completely different decisions, or do the same
Yeah,
thing.
you could
and get it
basically
right.
Groundhog Day that shit.
Yeah, but only once. So once you've reversed it to that point, you then continue as normal
Mm.
Until what? The next day.
until the next day. So technically, you would do 2 days, depending on how you did it.
So you could double your lifespan.
Yeah, that's totally the way to do it. You could just not even reverse a major decision. You could not be. You could just decide not to be a horrible murdering person, and just like learn a language, get free lessons, half free
Yeah.
lessons.
Well,
Because you retain all
that's
knowledge,
true.
I assume. You're aware
yeah, I
of it.
would.
So,
Yeah,
you could,
I would definitely Groundhog Day it. Yeah.
yeah, that actually sounds like a really good idea.
so I'd do
Fuck
it.
freezing time.
I'd do it to kill people.
What did Oliver say?
Yeah, Oliver, what's your decision?
I said reverse. What was it? Reverse decisions.
Reverse one decision you make once a
Yeah,
day.
because you can find a solution to a problem just like that.
How?
Just like that.
I guess, but you've only
Like
got
I
two
would never make a
chances.
bad decision in my life because I'll experience it and be like, nah, I'm gonna reverse that to go with the other one, the other option.
Yeah, but then what if you're not happy with the other option as well?
What with both options?
Yeah, what if you're not happy with both? What if you did the good one first and then reversed it and did the bad one second because you were curious?
Well,
Well, I
you
would
would
do
do
that.
that because you know the.
Why would you do that?
parameters.
So, for example, you had to
I'd find
Knowing
the good
that there was the
stuff.
chance that you could get a more rubbish thing the second time round, you wouldn't go back.
yeah, but there could also be something better the next time round.
Why would you be curious though?
Because then you would never redo the situation.
I'd never
It
be
would
curious
dri- it
about a
would
bad
drive-
decision.
No, you wouldn't know whether something is good or something is bad. For
Yeah,
example,
you would, because if
You
you
would, because
did
you tried it
something-
the first time and
no,
it was
no,
good.
yeah. If you did it,
Okay, put it this way then. You buy a sandwich in the morning and you get the shit. So
With
you
the
decide.
sandwiches.
So yeah. So then you reverse time to that point. I'm not gonna buy a sandwich. I'm gonna buy some alcohol. So you go to the alcohol section. You come back. In that time, someone has come in and shot you. You're fucked.
Wait, what?
Why
because
would
you
you use
decide-
it over
So-
something
It's 'cause
so
you made this-
trivial?
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
so-
it's because you made the stupid decision to go back to not have a sandwich.
Okay, say the sandwich made you stupidly ill and you're about to die that day. For some unknown reason. You were poisoned. Oh, God, and reverse time. I'm not going to buy that sandwich. So you go out the shop and there's someone there that mugs you and kills you. You fucked either way.
That's just bad luck.
Yeah.
That's a risk you have to be willing to take if you're willing to use your only reverse of the day on a stupid fucking sandwich.
Yeah, but...
Whenever I get meal
probably
deals,
wouldn't
I
even
always get
use it
triple.
most of the time, you know?
Yeah, it would
I
drive
believe.
me insane. You've got the ability to do it once. So if you experience something and it was terrible, you could go back and do it again, but there's the chance that what you go back and do again could be just as terrible. I don't think it'd be just as terrible as murdering everyone.
I think one of the only trivial things I can think of that I'd use my power for is if there was a really good comeback I could have used in an argument.
Yeah, that...
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know if the other person in the argument would have had a knowledge that you have the reversal powers.
No. This is something that... well,
If they
you could-
did, they might not argue with you, unless they were arguing with you over the reversal powers.
You could tell everyone every single day, but by the time you've reversed time, they wouldn't know because you've already reversed it, unless you told them again.
I can reverse one decision once a day, and they absolutely freak out, so you reverse the decision you tell them.
Yeah, you could cheat on so many people and you technically wouldn't be cheating.
Oh, Bradley.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it.
But you then still have to live with yourself knowing that you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd still do the same. I'd live with myself after
You'd just make you a
caving-
shitty person.
Maybe.
You still cheated on them. You didn't
Okay,
physically do it anymore.
says the perv, like, grabbing boobs and lifting skirts, like, for
Well,
10
that's
seconds.
different.
So-
Perving on someone and they never know is okay. But being unfaithful in a relationship is beyond shitty. Secretly freezing time, being a bit of a perv, no one gets hurt. But the fact that you cheated on someone and you know you've done that,
I wouldn't
it's-
use it for that. I would purely use it for my own advantage.
Then why did you say it?
It's a scenario.
You're a terrible human, and I don't like you anymore. Next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. I told Oliver about
I
this
feel
one
it's
as well.
mental.
This one's going to be quite bad. Would you rather
Have a
swim...
dick in your ass or a dick in your mouth?
No, that's the one.
Mouth.
Okay, let's go with this. Dick in your ass or dick in your mouth?
Mouth. How long for?
So it's not just a penis and no one else
Do you have
there.
a penis inside of your mouth that's just there forever?
Oh, man.
Or is it
I
someone
know-
Oh,
someone
well.
temporarily puts it into your mouth? Which
What-
I'm sure Bradley's plenty of
Once a
experience.
day, every day, someone comes up to you and for 5 minutes you have their dick in your mouth or your ass.
What?
There you go. But,
Is it a new stranger each time? I'm concerned
it's
about my
it's
life. at this
whoever's closest to you with a dick.
point.
Okay.
So you could be close to your dad and things could go wrong there. And they wouldn't have any recollection of it. It would just be at the
I
end
choose
of,
butt. I could look away.
the last
If
thing
it's
that
in the
they
mouth, you
remember.
can close your eyes, but
The last thing they remember.
you
Just
remember
seems-
the smell as well. That wouldn't be good.
And there's no time for lube or anything like that. It's just
No time for lube.
no time for lube.
Ain't no time for lube.
So if
You better lube up every day.
you've either got to
You
run away
pre-lube. You pre-lube.
you'd,
That's been lubed all the time.
it'd be really random as well. So you could be on a plane somewhere and you don't have any lube on you, and the guy sat next to you.
I would have in my carry-on bag. I would have lube with me.
It's just random. It's
I
just
choose that.
random.
That's so fucking horrible.
It's just because the taste and the smell would, and if it's strangers as well. No, I'd rather than put it on my butt.
Do you know what it's like going in dry?
No, I don't. I'm sure I'd find out.
I'm gonna choose mouth. Just
Oh.
I'd choose mouth.
no reasons.
Okay,
With
well,
no experience with either of those things.
What
I'd
if
choose
they
butt.
have STDs?
right.
It's
Whilst they're in your mouth, and whilst they're in their butt,
This
and
is such a ridiculous question. Let's move
whilst
on.
that's happening, they will become nullified.
I asked the question.
So she chose mouth for lady reasons. I chose butt. Bradley, what would you choose?
I choose mouth.
All right, Ollie,
Okay.
what would you choose?
You get used to it.
Okay, next question.
Okay, would you rather be able to talk your way out of any situation, or punch your way out of any situation?
Talk.
Punch.
Ollie just wants to become One Punch Man.
That's there.
It's not one
One
punch.
step closer to being a One Punch Man.
It's not one punch though. It's you in your strength, and you can punch your way out of any situation.
Yeah.
Talk. Talk my way out.
I'm going with that. Punch.
I'd talk. You could rob every bank. You could have sex with everyone. Talk your way out of it.
Well, talking yourself out of a situation wouldn't allow you to have sex with anyone.
No, you do it and then you talk yourself out of.
Have sex with me. Whack.
Don't have sex with me, and then you talk them out of not having sex with you.
There you go.
Such a rubbish question. Talk, obviously.
Yeah, Cassie.
Yeah, talk. That's the most useful.
Oliver. Why punch?
Because I feel like everyone deserves a punch. No matter who you are.
Yeah.
You
great.
purposely drag people into situations that cause you
It,
to punch
it, it
them.
just it just solves everything, you know.
No,
Just a good
it really
punch.
wouldn't. You just punch your way out of any situation. But having done so, you then have to punch your way out of every situation you do in your life.
Yeah.
Well, you get to
Oliver,
choose.
your mum says to you, Ollie, can you go down to the shop?
Punch.
Well, that's just an average day for Ollie.
Oliver, will you marry me? Punch!
Wait. Yeah, this is already me.
Yes, I was
don't
insinuating
understand.
that you beat your mum on the regular. Next question.
The next question. Would you rather have a baby at 10 years old or have a baby at 60? So someone comes up to you, a 10-year-old version of yourself, says, this baby is yours now. And you have to look after it. Or at 60, someone comes up to you with a baby and goes, this baby is yours now. And you then have to look after a baby.
Oh, I thought you were saying the baby is 60 years old.
No.
Just an old wrinkly Benjamin Button.
The only thing that would stop
That's
me from
morbid.
saying 60 is the fact that I'd only have 30 years to try and raise this child.
That's very true. The last 30 years, you've worked your life up to the point where you can relax, and now you have a child to look after.
It's not that. I wouldn't do it because I'm personally pissed off that my retirement's ruined with a child. Instead, it's just knowing that they'd only live to 30 and then
But
at
then,
most, and I'd be dead. So there's a good chance that they would lose their father at the age of like 10, which wouldn't be fair on them.
or
So I'd choose
30,
10. I'd rather sacrifice my
entire
whole
childhood.
life to give him a proper childhood and raise him properly and have him having a parent, rather than him having a parent for maybe 20 years and then losing his dad at
Having
like
said that,
15,
though,
20.
If you're only 10 years older than your child, they could potentially die before you. The odds of them dying before you die exponentially higher.
Okay. I'd rather risk that than only give a child maybe up to 20 years of my life before dying and leaving him without a dad.
That's true. Oliver, what's your choice here?
I
I
got really
agree with
deep on that
Jack
question.
about sacrificing your childhood.
We're going a bit dark here. Cassie.
Might as well.
Well,
Might as well.
I didn't have the mental capacity to raise a child when I was 10, so I'm gonna go with 60 because as long as the kind of child I'd raise, by the time it's 12, it's gonna be self-sufficient and boss. So, and if I'm 60, I'm gonna have a lot more patience. So, I'll go for
Yeah,
that.
my 10-year-old self was dumb.
I know a lot of really mature, strange but mature people who are raised by like grandparents sort of age. So,
I know people that have been they've perfectly happy with super old parents, and
they get
obviously
away
by-
with murder.
Yeah, yeah, they really do, bastards.
I killed
but-
the cat. Oh,
Although
you're grounded.
I
for
wouldn't
2
be raising
minutes.
him on my own if my 10-year-old self, because I don't have to raise him on my own. I wouldn't be then isolated to just raise this child alone.
Your parents are not there. It's just you're on your own, and then you randomly have a baby.
Okay, so when you're 10, you get kidnapped, put into a space where there is no one in existence that could help you raise a baby.
No. Just no one's around when you receive the baby.
We'd either put it up for adoption, or my mum would just raise it as my little brother or sister.
10 years old. You would then just have a.
Wouldn't be my baby.
No, you are.
It
They,
was just given, it was
they
just given to
legally-
me.
they give you the person who gives it to you gives you a contract saying this is your child.
Okay, well we hide it away and then just pretend that my mum's his parent, or her parent.
And then you tell her years later and go, "You're my dad."
Yep.
Gross. I choose 60 purely because I'd be so grounded if I had a. Mum, I've got a baby. You what? You're not allowed to bed. You're not allowed your clothes. Just the baby.
And your mum suddenly got an accent, a really stupid accent.
I can remember one time being grounded because I broke one of the windows. When I was a kid, I really liked sweeping up the path up to my house after my dad.
You
had cut the
liked
grass.
sweeping when
I
you were a
liked
kid.
sweeping up because I had my own miniature little brush. I like one time I was
Oh, Bradley,
what
you suck.
I do, Team Brad.
Sorry, continue your sweeping up story.
So, as a child, I liked doing that. One time I was quite ill, and so my mum didn't let me sweep up, and I got really angry and had the broom and broke a small window. A very small window. Well, it was a temper tantrum. Hitting on the floor, and then I accidentally hit the glass. She then got the broom, snapped it in half, sent me to bed. I had no tea.
That's nothing. You should see what my mom did when my brother cut my hair. He was cutting my hair, and then he cut my mom's brand new $200 curtains. And keep in mind, we lived in a trailer park, and in a really shitty trailer, and these curtains were her pride and joy. My mother's southern pride and joy. And not only that, but her eldest daughter's hair was ruined, and I had like long baby locks, like it was still my baby hair after that. But yeah, my mom took his favorite stuffed toy, this little dog with floppy ears, and she sat him down. And she goes, "This is what happens when you play with scissors," and like really deadpan and scary, and cut the ears off, and then threw it away.
Staring him in the eye.
Exactly, like my mom went hardcore, like, and my brother cried for days.
Yeah, but
I didn't care. I thought, I was a kid.
I don't understand how everyone's like, oh yeah, I love my parents, I love my mum, I love my dad, but they do horrible things when you're a kid. You do something wrong, they'll smack you in the back of their arms.
My dad convinced us that we had
No,
like,
that's
brother.
just you, Bradley.
Yeah.
Where he convinced you
My
what?
mum never slapped me.
He convinced me that when we were very young, like, he convinced us that we had a little brother that he had to kill because he was misbehaving. And the body was hidden in the backyard, and that if we had misbehaved, then we would end up in the backyard like
In the
him.
yard.
Damn,
He's
that
like,
works.
he was my favorite child, but even he had to go. And like, I believed this for like a couple years, so
Yeah.
Damn.
Until you wise up.
until I was, 19.
That's crazy.
Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
kidding. I was like really young.
That's a way to keep your kids
My
in
dad
line.
did all sorts of stuff. He would theatrically be angry, like, and stuff like that, and like literally the next, like, he'd walk into another room and just like chill out with a beer or something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
My mum
Parents
is
are fucked up.
scary.
Bradley, you're 19, aren't you?
I am 20 in 2 weeks, and my parents
Oh,
have still not
yeah.
returned my stuff.
They've still confiscated your toys.
I've had my PS3 confiscated since I was 15 years old.
That's not true.
Wow.
How old was I?
That's not true at all. You're
You're like the least rebellious person I know. Like, what have you done to earn your parents' ire?
I
Nothing. They just hate him. They love it. They love his little brother. They just treat Bradley like shit.
Just like
He's
everyone else.
he's like Meg from Family Guy.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
Basically, what it is.
Shut up, Brad.
I
Shut up, Brad.
I spend
Shut up, Brad.
Shut the fuck up, Oliver! I'll break your teeth. I'll reverse time. I've got the.
Next
yeah.
question.
Yeah. Next question. Would you rather have a foot-long nose or a foot-long tongue?
I've already got a foot-long nose, so I might as well have a matching tongue.
Do you know how big a foot long is, Jack?
This is the length of my nose,
Don't
and
be
also my. Never mind.
I'm gonna go for the tongue.
I could do amazing things with a foot-long tongue. How much food you could fit on a tongue that long?
You can reach certain areas of your body.
I could lick my elbows with like, ah!
You could actually lick your dick.
Necessarily.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
way to say it.
Way to say it, bro.
Well, you two are too pussyfooting around it. So, oh, yeah, there's lots of
Yeah, but
possibilities.
it's funnier because it
Oh,
Yes,
yeah. It's,
you,
it's funny
you
to be
don't
blunt.
understand humour, Bradley.
There you go. Someone laughed. It's funny.
Been
Be
ruined.
blunt.
What would you rather have, Bradley?
Uh,
Foot-long nose has got no...
how
You
would
can
you?
have all the
benefit?
jobs as Pinocchio, you know.
Well, I've already...
You could have some interesting jobs with a foot-long tongue.
You
Porn
could be the
industry.
human anteater.
You could lick. Oh, that'd be great. You could actually.
You could lick so many things.
the human
Well,
venom.
when you finish a tub of ice cream to yourself, like myself, because I'm sad and
You could
cry
lick the
alone
bottom
last
of the
night,
tub.
you could lick the entire tub out instead of using your fingers, getting all sticky. You could lick out a yogurt
Go.
pot.
Never say that phrase again, ever.
You could lick out a lady. Quite literally, you could actually lick the insides out.
So, Ollie, what would you choose?
Long tongue, so I can start a Kiss tribute band.
Nice. I
Nice.
choose tongue as well. Because I don't want my nose to be any bigger.
I'm gonna go with tongue because, like, I think that would be more socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could hide a tongue.
you can hide it.
Yeah, I can roll it up
Oh, you could do so many cool things.
You could earn money used with that shit.
You could lick your own boogers.
I think I'd just suffer in silence somewhere, like with my freakishly long tongue.
Yeah, just hide away.
Yeah.
Next question.
Maybe-
Next question.
Sorry, carry on.
Carry on.
Oh no,
It's too late now.
it's gone too far.
Ruined it. Next question.
Okay. Right. Would you rather lose your sense of touch or lose your sense of smell?
Smell.
Yeah.
Sense of touch.
But then I could still put shit in your stuff. You wouldn't be able to smell it.
Oh, here we
I-
go again.
Yeah. I'd rather lose my sense of smell because the sense of touch is.
That's very true. If you lost your sense of
100%
touch,
of the time.
I could come up to you with pins and just put them in you.
Just prod me and just be like, I would know.
You wouldn't have the sense of touch, so you just have a pain somewhere on your body. So I'm just there putting lots of
I'm in pain.
lots of pins.
No, I'd rather lose my sense of smell. I like the way you instantly went, yeah, I could stab you and you wouldn't be able to feel it. Instantly go there.
Some people.
Yeah,
are
you
very
instantly went to shit with the smell,
Yep.
and then you instantly went to stabbing.
I'd have to do the touch because
Have you ever
Not-
seen a counsellor, Bradley? Maybe you should consider it.
maybe you should consider.
I'm interested in what Ollie's answer would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. What's your answer, Oliver?
I don't get the touch one.
What do you mean?
You lose your sense of touch.
Yes.
So are your arms cut off? No, wait, no, that makes no sense.
I'm here to take. So
The
you
sense of
can't.
touch. I need to take your arms.
No.
Oh.
Smell, because you really need smell. You have taste.
Yeah.
So
That's very
that could be
true.
my.
But then you'd need to find a way of tasting your armpits.
If you smell shit, technically that's shit particles going up your nose.
Yes.
So if you had no sense of smell, then
There's still shit
that's-
particles going up your nose.
oh, okay.
It
I just
doesn't-
assumed that your nose would be cut off as well.
You wouldn't lose the
You
bits
wouldn't-
of your body that give you
No, you're not.
touch.
Just your sense of smell. Well, no, it's just in my brain. I was thinking that.
You'd have to
so
lose.
I understand the question. It's
You
just
still
in
have
my brain was
holes.
thinking that.
If someone came up to you and cut your nose off, you would still have holes there, Oliver.
I know. I
You-
understand the question. It's just that's the first thing that popped into my brain.
Cassie, how would you answer this?
I'm gonna go with lose my sense of smell because touch is important to daily life. Like
Yeah.
it'd be like being numb all the time, and like if I lose my smell, I mean I get a cold, I practically lose my smell. I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, so there are benefits to not being able to smell.
There are very big
But
downsides.
not being
as
able
well.
to touch.
That is like you'd be able to like touch stuff, but you wouldn't be able to like you couldn't type or do anything because you wouldn't be able to like distinguish.
Well, you know when you've
Yeah,
got like
You'd have
pins
to
and-
stare at the keyboard.
There's
as
all
you
your
type.
pleasure sensors gone as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's too risky.
You would then drive yourself. You wouldn't actually be able to do anything because, when you sit on your arm to have a wank and it's strange danger.
Bradley.
Yeah.
But when that happens,
Next question.
it doesn't feel. Shut up! I'm trying to make a point here.
None of us want to
Right.
hear your point.
When you can't
Hang on.
actually. Shut! Where you can't feel anything. I don't actually do this one.
We finally get a guest on, and you. Next question, please. I don't want to hear this story. Next question. Oh.
Right. Would you rather have a girls' night with Oprah Winfrey or Hillary Clinton? I choose Hillary Clinton.
Corpse on strings.
I would pick Oprah Winfrey because she just seems like a barrel of laughs.
Oh my god!
I mean,
can
she's-
I tell
she's
you
like
the
a-
Oprah Winfrey story.
Go ahead.
Back when Oprah Winfrey, because we're from Maryland, my family, and Oprah Winfrey was a broadcaster for Baltimore. She was just on a news station, a local news station,
Okay.
and my granddad was running for some kind of office or something like that. And she went to interview him, and my aunt, who was like 3 years old at the time, had never seen a black person before. And she
Oh.
said, "Why is her face dirty?" to Oprah.
To
My
Oprah.
dad was there, and he was mortified.
Jesus.
Oh my god! I'm so
Guys.
sorry.
Why is this
Are you
this
getting
way?
secondhand cringe? Because it's pretty bad.
It's pretty
Oh.
It's
cringy.
really bad.
Oprah's too quick though. She's like smart as fuck. That's why she's so rich.
I don't understand. Wait, you're from
Yeah,
the
she doesn't-
deep south,
She
aren't
got
you?
fired from that TV, like the news station as well, and she went on to do everything like that. Like, it's so cool.
A
Hillary
choice between
Clinton's the kind
Hillary.
of person that like, plays like shitty jazz music in the background.
Yeah, but you could bitch about Bill Clinton and how he had sexual relations with that one woman.
I think even if there was no alternative to meeting someone else that wasn't Hillary Clinton, and they were just like, "Hey, do you want to meet her?" I'd be like, "I'm okay." I just wouldn't want to hang out with her.
Can it be Donald Trump instead?
No.
I would try my absolute best to try and seduce Donald Trump.
He would either bang you or he would fire you. One or the other.
Well, what if he built a wall around me?
Answer the question.
I'd rather meet Oprah Winfrey. There we go. Ollie,
Oh God.
Oprah Winfrey.
Bradley.
Hillary Clinton.
No.
Next question.
Well, I pick Hillary Clinton purely because it's as close as I can get to meeting Barack Obama.
No,
Yes.
you're wrong.
No.
Why? Because she's not black. If I picked an old white lady, is that racist to pick that over Oprah Winfrey, which is an old black lady?
Actually, you're probably closer to Obama by going to Oprah
Yeah.
because they're like good friends.
And they're black. No, I'm joking.
and they congregate on the regular. They have meetings.
She's been to White House dinners.
Damn.
I wasn't being racist. I was just carrying on with what Bradley was saying.
Would you rather get your period at the beach or on a date?
Oh,
On the
good thing I'm
beach.
not a girl.
On the beach.
Good thing I'm not a girl.
I think after doing a very small amount of research, I think these questions are for ladies.
It doesn't take
Ooh.
research. It takes fucking common sense. You twat.
Okay. Okay. I'd rather have it on a date.
If it was a bad date and
Just
it gives me an
any date.
excuse to leave, then
Why,
okay.
is it coming out of your pee hole?
Oh,
No. Okay, are we gonna have to have the talk, Oliver?
Oliver,
Yeah, but I'm a man.
it would.
Wait,
come-
I don't understand. What's going on?
Right,
You're
so-
talking about periods, and I'm a man, so...
because you don't
For
have a.
goodness sake.
Just imagine.
Right, so Oliver,
I don't want
because
to imagine.
because you don't have a vagina, your period would
It doesn't matter where the period comes from.
it would
Would
sweat.
you rather have it on the beach or on a date?
It would sweat out from your gooch.
It's worth mentioning.
It would sweat out from your gooch, so you'd have blood between your testicles and your butthole.
And would it be more embarrassing if it was on the beach or on a date? I choose beach because
So you can just be in the water and no one will notice.
kind of.
That would
Yeah,
sting.
because
That would
the water's
sting.
dirty. No one can see it.
And then assuming I had a car that was parked quite close to the beach, I could put my towel around me, go back to my car.
Stick
A
a
white
tampon.
towel.
Stick a tampon.
But if it was a
in your
really
gooch.
good date, then I'd be really embarrassed and I'd hate that I'd ruined that.
Why would
But if
it
it-
ruin it?
It's like I don't know.
I wouldn't
Like-
give shit. I'll have it on the date. Tough luck. Tough luck this time. I've been in both those situations, and either one of them, I don't give a shit. Like, if you're at the beach, you just carry on. Like, there are ways. I tend to schedule beach trips around that.
Yeah,
This
you
is
know.
just
that
natural
it's-
for us. We schedule these things. We wouldn't be going on dates. Like, well, you might, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been single.
If you were to go on a date knowing that you were on your period,
You don't
you
need
would
to
take
be-
precautions.
You don't need to be single when you go on a date. You can be. You can still go on a date with the person that you're with.
Yeah. Well, in that
Go
case, you know,
on dates.
standard, you know.
The standard. So
Just the thing.
so yes.
They
on a
know
date.
that it's happening. They did.
Doesn't mean it's gonna ruin anything. It just means different things will happen.
It just
It's
means
I was
It's-
just thinking in my case, if it was a first date with someone you really liked and you got a period and they got all funny about it and then you got embarrassed and you had to leave.
I just then would be like, well, we're not having another date because you clearly can't handle grown-up stuff.
My lady things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I would pick on a date because
I guess I guess really after you've explained it, it wouldn't really make too much of a difference.
But at the beach, it's just like horrible and awkward. It's not only are you getting sand everywhere, but you have to deal with that shit as well. It's just
Oh yeah, and a toilet would be
Because-
more easily accessible in a date, I'd imagine.
That's true.
Going to the beach has been nice, and it's not great when stuff gets everywhere. But then I've never thought about it from the perspective of a lady. You've got all those crevices and cracks, and it goes inside. Christ, that was...
They wouldn't go
And
inside.
On a beach, sand has got to at least go in your vagina. How can it not go in your vagina?
I'm just saying, guys, there's a reason why people talk about sandy vaginas. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Is there sand in there?
So we...
Yeah, it's just in there. It's just slowly eroding down.
No, it'll be fine.
It's called pre-lube.
Oh.
That would hurt like a pig.
I'm about to say my catchphrase. Next question.
It's not that bad. It's not actually that bad.
I'd prefer to be on the beach because I feel that I'd be more separated from people and there wasn't anyone concentrating on me.
That's true.
Just bury yourself in the sand.
But as you said,
What if you were wearing that brand new bikini you bought?
Yeah. That'd be
You had
hard.
that really nice tan because of all summer long you've been out hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand where these questions are coming from now.
Is it women's
I-
health?
No. These are just these are 88 questions, but there's 15 different ones each time. This one's from the dirty would you rather questions for couples. So, would you rather
Oh, here
What-
we go.
would you rather watch something erotic with me, or read an erotica loud while touching me?
I've not answered these questions.
Okay, Oliver.
Because it's you asking the question, I refuse to answer these questions. So let's move on to a different
We're all
topic altogether.
protesting.
Does it involve me holding?
I
a
wouldn't
gun
want to do
your head?
anything erotic anywhere near you, Bradley.
Okay. Right, would you rather be hairy or completely bald?
How
Carry
hairy?
on over.
Like you know in the Guinness Book of World Records, there's that man that sits in a bar and
Like
is
Harry and the
hairy,
Hendersons, hairy.
as in like Bigfoot hairy.
Harry and the Hendersons, Bigfoot, Harry.
Hmm.
I can't remember if they call the Bigfoot Harry. I can't remember.
Mm.
I would rather be entirely hairless. There'd be much less maintenance.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oliver.
Harry, because you could keep yourself warm.
Yeah, but in the summer,
But then in the summer,
Well, how do you think animals with fur cope in the summer? You know,
shed.
you just
Well-
adapt.
do you wear a fur coat in the summer?
Well, you wouldn't have a choice if you were hairy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be that hot.
it'd be
I'd
like
rather-
wearing
Like if you were
I'd
wearing,
rather
if you
have
were-
hair.
it wouldn't be like wearing a fur coat.
it'd be like wearing a jumper in summer.
No, you just.
Cassie, what's your
I think that's true.
I'm completely bald. You can get wigs.
That's a good point.
I could rock the bald look. I've got like a fairly circular head.
I like my hair. I like
My
my
forehead's really large. I don't know. I'd probably wear a wig.
hair. I'd rather go bald.
Although I could cosplay Chewbacca pretty easily.
Yeah.
Chewbacca cosplay. That's why.
Well, and it grows back instantly.
Was it Robin Williams in a film? He shaves his beard and he looks down and it's already growing back full.
Oh, that's Tim Curry in Santa Claus.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Not
it
Tim
is.
Curry, Tim Allen. Sorry.
Tim Allen in Santa Claus. He
And
kills
also-
Santa and he grows a Santa beard and can't shave it because it grows back really quick.
And also
And he
the
gets
actor.
really fat.
It's also in Evan Almighty.
Yes, they ripped it off.
Right.
I think that's that answer. That question answered.
Okay. Would you rather eat healthily for the rest of
Well-
your life, or exercise regularly for the rest of your life?
Exercise regularly.
Why? Because you like kebabs too much.
Well, yes, I like unhealthy foods.
Yeah. Some healthy
And
foods can be
exercise is just good anyway.
nice. Just eat corn versions of everything. A corn kebab. Cassie?
Pretty terrible question.
Just, I don't know, exercise regularly, I guess.
Yeah, you would have to sacrifice all the junk food.
I sort of do the in between of those.
Yeah.
You've got
'Cause
to
I
do
eat
one.
whatever I want and I don't do anything. But still somehow maintain a figure.
I think even if you ate junk food all the time, if you exercised regularly, you could maintain a figure. Yeah, without having to sacrifice being able to eat things that taste good. But you could also eat healthily just through your own choice.
Yeah, in the short term, yes, it
You
is.
sacrifice the least with the exercise.
Yeah, in the short term, yeah. In the long term, because when you're old, you're not going to be able to eat any junk food at all because it will kill you, because you're too weak and too feeble. Because you've eaten fatty foods and junk foods and all of that. But when you're eating nothing but healthy food, yeah, you could live for quite a long time.
Well, that's not necessarily true. There's one of the oldest women in the world. She's 106 and eats bacon every day.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I have the next question here. This one's quite a funny one. Would you rather age from the neck up or the neck down?
It's easy for me. I'll take the young body because masks. Paper bags, masks. That's useful to have a young body.
After giving it some serious thought, I would choose to have a young. I would stay young from the neck upwards because I am shit scared of.
An old face.
What's it called?
Losing teeth.
No.
Getting a bigger nose and bigger ears and no hair.
No.
Getting wrinkles.
Mental degradation.
Mental.
Things like Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff like that. Just my brain degrading through old age. I'd rather have a healthy young brain and a crippled body rather than a great body but a brain that's like scrambled egg.
Oh, that's really. I shouldn't have laughed at that.
That sounds exactly like Professor X.
Oh yeah.
A really powerful mind, but a crippled body.
Serious answer to kind of a silly question.
Face, because you can hide your body under clothes and they wouldn't find out until it's too late.
It's never too late to kick an old man in the balls.
Yeah. Oh, wrinkly balls.
I think Jack's point was pretty solid about keeping your brain intact and healthy.
Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everyone else is?
I would rather forget who everyone else is.
That's actually quite ideal.
Why?
Sometimes you just
You forget who your mother and father are.
No, sometimes you don't
father
care
is.
about other people. You just don't care. You know.
You wake
You know,
up-
they have those moments in life where you're just like, I don't care about everyone else. I hate people.
Yes, but I'd rather forget who I was, because then if I'm with loved ones, they can remind me and show me who I am.
Well, in your case, they'd probably like lie to you and
They probably.
tell you you're better than you were. That way you
Yeah.
lived up to it.
Try to improve.
Just kidding,
that.
Brad.
People would make me a better person.
We
I'd
already
rather
are.
forget everyone else because building relationships again in my full knowing mind would be easier than having to rebuild my own self. And
Not when they're like, oh, what? You've known me. But I guess you guys are young.
yeah,
You could have people that love you, piece you together, and make you a better person. You'd have to experience everything again. You wouldn't know who you were, so you build yourself again.
People would be pitying you, so they would definitely like
They make
tell you all the positive things and all the stuff you needed to know, kind of thing. But there'd be a lot missing, so I guess that would be really scary.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm saying is salvia was completely legal and legit a few years ago when I tried it, and I didn't know who the hell I was, and that was equally terrifying and peaceful at the same time.
Damn. Would you rather find true love or $10 million?
true love.
True love. Oliver.
$10 million because I can get true love from bitches and hoes.
Oh, Ollie.
Don't ever change. You can find true love for $10 million.
Cassie. Cassie.
Maybe.
What,
Oh, I've already got true love, so
Best
Ah.
answer.
10 million.
Ah.
Got real lucky early on, sorted myself out for life, so good job me.
Yay. Round of applause.
$10 million. I've already found true love.
Aww.
Damn it,
Wait.
Cassie.
What if you...
What if I what, eh? Next question,
That's
please.
hypothetically speaking...
Happy,
if
happy,
you was-
happy.
Happy. Next question.
Happy. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
I would prefer to only be able to whisper because I can magnify my voice through technology.
Through
But
technology, you could
sound dampening technology is a lot more expensive.
just get a speaker put near your mouth.
Yeah, I could just have a loudspeaker if I wanted to speak loudly. But if I didn't want to scream at someone, it's much harder to make you quieter than it is to make you louder.
I would have whispering because constant ASMR. Fuck yeah!
Becomes
You
huge on
you
YouTube.
just get really comforting tingles everywhere you go. I like it.
What? Wait. What are you talking about, Oliver?
I'm talking about
Do not,
ASMR.
do not
I've heard
reveal
of that.
what it actually is to him because he will then look it up and things will get funky.
I know what ASMR is.
Why did you ask?
I don't understand his reply to the question. I'd
He'd rather whisper.
What do you mean?
Everywhere you go.
What do you mean? No.
So you don't know what ASMR is.
No,
You say
I d-
you know
no,
what
no,
ASMR
no,
is. but
I
you-
do
Next
know-
question.
I do know what you mean, Oliver, but it doesn't make sense.
Jesus
If,
Christ.
Doesn't make sense.
You're whispering for the rest
Yeah.
of your life, so whispering gives you tingles.
It's just more relaxing, isn't it?
So Oliver likes to
Yes.
whisper. Do you like it when I whisper, Oliver?
Not you.
Can someone explain?
In which case, let's move on.
No.
I'm getting interrogated.
Do you understand how Oliver's replied?
I understand. Yes.
I don't understand how he's replied to that.
Basically, he doesn't mind like whisper, like he's.
He likes whispering.
He likes
Yeah,
whispering, so it
Whispering
makes him
cool.
tingle. So when you're with a lady, are you very much to increase?
I prefer if she were to whisper to me rather than shout at me.
Oh yes.
No, Bradley, don't do it. Don't.
How horrible would that be for the lady though?
It wouldn't be
yes.
horrible. Why is that unreasonable to ask her to
How would
whisper?
you like it if you were
Yeah.
having sex with someone and they were whispering?
I prefer that over them
I'd
screaming
be
in
like,
my
thanks for
fucking
the
ear.
encouragement. I
What?
know I'm doing a good job now.
Yeah. It
I'd
come
rather-
across as more subtle.
I'd rather be shouting because
good for you. Next
everyone
question.
would know my opinion. Everyone could hear me for once.
I think you'd probably get stabbed really quickly by me.
They're gonna be a bit frustrated, but if they know it's a condition, they're gonna be easier on you.
Yeah.
I know friends who are super quiet anyway, and I literally have to lean in when they talk because they're super introverted and they're very
Yeah.
quiet. And I just deal with it. You make concessions. If I had a friend that shouted constantly, I probably wouldn't hang out with them too much.
No, you need to go away.
I'd be like feeling bad. I'd be like, I'm a terrible person, but there's some things, I'm not a perfect person. I can't hang around people that shout all the time.
No.
Maybe I'm not that person.
The
Maybe
pros outweigh the cons for whispering.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Bradley doesn't get it.
Would you rather be a loud, obnoxious person or a calm and collective person? Because that's what whispering essentially
Yeah,
is.
but that's basically what the question was.
That's true, but if you walked up to someone and you went, hi, and then they say, what? You go up to their ear, hi, would you like to go out on a date with me?
In what universe would that be deemed socially acceptable, though?
What?
It's a condition.
Yeah, you can't say that afterward. And you'd be like, hi, I have a condition. I can only whisper. Do you want to go out on
Plus-
a date with me? That's not how you start a line.
No. Unless you were
It would
really
affect
drunk.
it would affect your everyday life because you'd need to
It's-
get really close up to people.
You just be like, hi, I have a condition where I can only whisper. And then you never talk about it again. And that person just accepts it.
What if
Yeah.
you go into a store?
But then if you're like, I have a condition where I can only shout all the time, and they'd be like, I don't want to know you, go away.
Okay, that's a good point. But what say you're going into a chip shop, you just walk in and you go, I like those chips. They say, what?
You could write it down.
Yeah. Yeah. How do deaf people deal with things? Sorry, hearing impaired.
Yeah.
in the PC world.
But you
There are
just
so
thought-
many ways you can get around the whispering issue, but with shouting, you just have to not talk. Whispering is so much more beneficial. Next
I think
question.
it's
What you
time
do-
for your
what you do is
catchphrase.
you-
Yeah.
You just get a mug and you talk through that.
But then you have to carry a mug around with you all the time. Next question.
Then you look like a mug.
Would you like to go? Would you like to go on a date with me?
No, you crazy mug person. Bradley, please stop.
Can you imagine giving condolences at a funeral?
For God's sake. So easily amused. That got really weird.
Would you rather be forgotten or hatefully remembered? Silence hits the floor.
We're all forgotten in the end, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd rather
that's-
be
That's
forgotten.
deep.
Dropping some deep philosophy on your ass.
Oh, Bradley was so horrible. He was so bad. I can't believe what he did. What was he? He was just a dick all the time.
He was just shouting
he
into this
used
mug.
to, he used to use his reverse decision ability to kill people.
Yeah, he's such an
That's what they'll
asshole.
say.
He used to shout all the time into a mug.
I'd rather be completely forgotten rather than someone
Yeah,
remember me and not
definitely.
like me. As someone who already doesn't like knowing that other people have opinions about them,
He
because
used
it's
to
kind of a
he used to
phobia.
put pins in people that couldn't feel and feed shit to people that couldn't smell or taste.
Remembered hatefully.
Your entire
They
existence.
hate us because they ain't us. That's my motto.
Yeah.
On your tombstone, would you rather have one wish guaranteed today, or 3 wishes guaranteed in 10 years?
3 wishes guaranteed in 10 years. I've got long-term plans.
Yeah, I'd rather have the 10 years one. Because all you got to do is stay alive for those 3 wishes. You can do
Well, I
whatever...
wasn't really thinking about the possibility of me being dead.
No, I'm thinking about the possibility of me being homeless. I just need to keep myself alive and going until that
Well, your
point.
first wish could be for someone to live.
I'd rather have the 3 wishes
Jesus.
over the 10 years. You
So
get
would
it,
I. What would
Oh.
Ollie want?
The same as yours.
Cassie?
I agree. Like, you gotta have time to think about these things. So, and
Yeah.
who knows the effects of one to the other? So,
Yeah.
get used to it.
And and over a 10-year span, you could really have a change of what you want to wish for.
Okay.
Interesting.
Would you rather be deaf or blind?
Deaf.
Deaf.
I don't know. Cassie?
Oof. God, that's insensitive, and I can't imagine. Like, I just couldn't imagine either one. Like,
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
There's so much good music out there and so many good films with dialogue, and
I guess I'll have to go blind because, like, I sing and stuff, so that would suck.
I
Yeah, that
couldn't,
would suck.
I couldn't go blind because then I'd have to stop playing games. I'd never be able to see the person I love.
Well, yeah, would you rather not be able to see someone that you love or not be able to hear them?
I've got it memorized. I'm good.
People that are born blind have never seen a human being in their life. That's
that's-
fucking trippy.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Well, again, being deaf, you've never heard anything in your... You don't know what music is like. That's so weird.
You don't know what sound is like. You don't.
You just can't comprehend it, and just as the same as they can't comprehend.
That blows my mind.
Oh.
Someone that's born deaf. or
The only
born
thing you'd be
blind.
able to experience is beats.
Yeah, you
wouldn't
could
actually be able to
you
hear
could probably
music
like
because
hear
you could just feel the beat to it.
vibrations. Yeah.
Well, even if you could feel vibrations, there are things that have been invented so that you can hear them through joints and connections to your bones. For example, at the National Science Museum in in London, there was a rod that vibrated slightly, and they gave you straws. And what they said was put the straw on the rod and bite on it. When you bit on it, you could hear the sound. You could hear music, and it was really weird because you could feel everything about the music because it was vibrating through your teeth and jaw to your ear canal, to your eardrum.
Well, it's all waves, so if you can find a different way of like reading the waves, then you essentially can communicate music.
That's true, but this is all form of sight. So if someone plugs a camera into you so that you can see, it doesn't work. So something that is known to stop deafness for everyone else in the world, it doesn't work on you. Deaf. I choose deaf. Everything's too pretty to not look at it.
Well,
Plus, I
if you're
don't wanna step
blind,
in
you
shit.
can get trained by Stick from Daredevil, and
Oh,
be
yeah.
a badass ninja.
It's just that he's not real.
I like to think
Just
that
a
the
shit on
Marvel universe
everything.
is real.
Okay, I've got one that's... This one's quite funny. Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or talk like him for the rest of your life?
I would talk like him because he's just. You could like you can easily entertain people at a party just by having that
You
voice.
could just by talking.
That would be your party trick.
I'm gonna fight him. Do you know why? Because it will take
He
one
could
of
kill
his...
you. You realise that if he punched you, you'd die. That guy is a fucking
Well, I don't think he has a
powerhouse.
superpower to kill you. If you
No. Tyson is a fucking powerhouse.
But
Like,
he's
so-
also a gentleman enough to like just knock me out.
From
Pretty
this
sure.
second, Mike Tyson appears in your room, and you have to fight him. Or, you sound like Mike Tyson for the rest of your life. I don't know what Mike Tyson sounds like.
I'd have Mike Tyson beat me up.
I'd have Mike Tyson
I would
show
I
him
would
beat me
explain the situation. I wouldn't tell them that I didn't want to have his voice. Yeah, I'd let him beat me up one time, and then I could just live my life out as
up.
normal.
No gloves, just fist.
That's fine. Pain is temporary. Voice is forever.
That's true. That's what I say every time I kill someone.
Ah.
The voices inside my head are forever.
I feel a catchphrase coming on.
God, would you rather do your mum or your dad?
My mum. No. Yeah, my mum. I'd rather be my mum. My
Well,
dad's
no.
not necessarily in the best of health, so my mum.
Ah. This got dark.
So Oliver, would you...
I don't know who my dad is.
Oh,
So you could have already and not known.
That's
Oh.
a joke. That's a joke.
Oh,
I'm
Bradley.
Oh dear, plucked a nerve.
you don't think
It's
before
a
asking
joke.
them.
I need to use my reverse.
Ollie, which would you choose, your mum or your dad?
I don't know. Oh, fuck this.
It's a horrible
Um,
question. How can you answer this?
It's called alcohol.
Oh my god, I can't do this. I am stumped.
Cassie, have you got a?
I don't
an answer?
want to answer that question.
Would you rather your
What is-
mother licking on your mother's teat?
Oh,
Would you
come
rather
on,
become your
Brad.
mum or become your dad?
Oh, which one would I rather become?
No, which would you rather come on you?
Oh.
No, that wasn't the question.
No, the original question is who would you rather have sex with or do?
My mum, she's a lady.
Cassie,
Ugh.
who would you rather do? Your mother or your father? Sucking on your dad's dick or your mother's?
Come on. We don't have to make it worse than it is.
Going scissors with your mum's flange.
Oh, come on.
Can I pull the Joker card? I fuck this.
No, there's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna.
It's no get out of jail free card.
The alternative answer is kill yourself.
Yeah, okay,
You
yeah.
can only use it
That's
once.
your alternative. Yeah, that's
This
you
is
can
the
you
time
can
I'm
only
gonna
use it
use it.
once.
You could say, fuck you, Bradley, I'm not answering your stupid question.
That's true.
Move on.
But then everyone would know you as a pussy.
I like the kill yourself option.
So Jack is the
I'm
only one
just-
to have sex. With their
I misheard the question,
parents.
and then
and then you
I just
said,
decided to do my mum anyway.
Jack, would you like to reverse time to
No.
for that decision?
I'd like
No,
to
it doesn't
continue
make
on.
me
to
think
the
any
next
less of Jack.
one.
Is what I'll say.
Would
You'll
you
never
rather-
meet my mum.
Oh, this-
It would probably be a good idea to do my dad because I never see him, so I wouldn't have to look him in the eyes often. I see my mum regularly, so probably
So-
be a good idea not to do her.
So you said you. I
So yeah, I'll go with my dad.
don't like
Upon
either.
further reflection,
Yeah.
you should love it because like at least he was brave enough to answer the question.
My father,
So brave.
purely because my mum was.
So brave.
I'd choose my father because my mum would shout insults at me.
Yeah, you've got real mummy issues, dude.
This is some real Game of Thrones type shit, you know?
It's some Game of Thrones type shit.
This is like a South Korean film.
That's all I need, a red wedding.
I've only seen The Host. That's the only South Korean film I've
You
seen.
need to go watch
Yeah, that's a good film.
Old Boy,
Oh, I've seen Old Boy. Oh shit, I didn't know that was South Korean.
not the American one.
I don't
No,
have,
no. Of course.
I don't have mum.
I didn't know that
That's-
was South Korean.
Old boy.
Yeah, it is. It's not
It's
Japanese or anything.
Yeah, Old Boy's brilliant. It's one of the best
Like-
martial arts films.
It's one of the best films ever. Like it's so good.
But it's up
Anyway.
there with The Raid.
Oh yeah, Raid's really awesome.
And what's that other one? Ip Man with Donnie
Yeah.
Yen.
Oh yeah, and there's that other one called Next Question.
Sorry.
This is our podcast, Cassie. You're a guest.
Sorry. I'm sorry. So
I already value her opinions over yours, Bradley.
I know, Jack. I know. That's why I brought her on. Would you rather have 500 tarantulas crawling in your house, or 1,000 crickets jumping around your room?
Tarantulas would be easier to get rid of.
I don't like either option.
I would move out.
There's-
Burn
no,
it
no.
all.
Any room that's yours, it's there. Any house you own, they're there.
I would move temporarily out of my house, and I would get them exterminated, and then move back in.
And then they'll be there again.
See the
You changed the question.
Fine. Fine. Have whatever you want.
Does that really make a difference though?
It does.
500, 1,000. It's still a lot.
No. It does make a
Spiders.
difference. 500 around the entire house. 1,000
Yeah, that's
crickets.
still a lot. That's
in
still
your
a
entire
fucking
room.
lot. A
That
1,000
i-
or 500 doesn't matter.
That is a lot. That is quite a lot.
I think if the original question, I would choose the tarantulas because they'd be easy to exterminate. Then I can move back in. But if they were to respawn, as it were, I just kill myself.
Okay, so you're safe.
That was my one.
I would totally go for the tarantulas because I don't mind tarantulas. I think they're alright. Like,
Yeah, I think they're right too.
I get used to them after a while, and like it would be a good people deterrent because I'd rather people not come over anyway.
Yeah.
Your house.
Like nobody's gonna come over, and the crickets would just drive me insane. At least the tarantulas are quiet.
Do you know what my answer is?
What?
Crickets. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you can just get a bunch of iguanas and lizards and just let them loose and eat them all.
The first night would be so horrible. You wouldn't be able to
Did
sleep.
you not listen to what I said?
Yes, I did, but I don't.
You
I
just
don't.
completely blanked.
No.
would
And you've
eat all
got
of them in one
iguanas
day.
everywhere,
Yeah.
and
Not a bad thing.
crickets.
And also, where are you gonna get?
Yeah, but
an
lizards are cool. They're not fucking.
Where are you gonna get an
That's
iguana?
terrifying.
Where are you
I
gonna
think
get?
also
You just go.
I've-
You just go to the
500 tarantulas. You could collect them up and just put them in storage containers and keep them in a specific room.
I've got.
Because 500
Yeah,
is a
but-
manageable amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's easier to have lizards because it's less work.
But then you got lizards and crickets. These are self-generating.
that's why in Disneyland they
So
have.
you just want to live in a jungle. That's what you want. You want to be
Ollie
in
would
the
just
jungle.
move to the rainforest.
No, you only need like 3.
You want to
So
create an ecosystem.
You need like 3 lizards. Just get lizard handlers.
You get lizards.
Okay, so now you have
Handlers.
lizards, crickets, and handlers running about your flat. Just like it's a zoo.
You guys have the worst imagination ever.
no, we don't. You're
do.
put-
You do.
If you have handlers, they can just get rid of the iguanas real quickly after they finished eating all the crickets.
Okay.
What?
No big deal.
Yes, I understand that.
I would just package up all the spiders and move them.
No, because it's more work. If you just get a handler-
Well, I wouldn't necessarily do it on my own by
understand.
hand.
No, Oliver.
Yeah,
Essentially.
but that's harder. That's
no,
more
what's
work.
harder, Oliver? What's harder is living with iguanas, lizards, human
No, you
beings
don't
that you
live with
have to
them.
pay.
You don't live with them. You just. Oh.
You just
But
move
the-
out for
the
a week.
Crickets happen all over the time. I thought they were like always
These the-
there.
Are these the respawning ones?
These are the.
Oh, okay.
These
Or
are
do they
the.
die?
These are the normal ones. But
Okay, then
No.
yeah, fair enough.
it's not easier or quicker than the tarantulas.
Sorry, I thought we were dealing with respawning crickets.
Yeah, if it was the respawning ones, then I'd just box them up and keep them in the house because at least they'd be contained. And they
Yeah.
wouldn't respawn because they're not dead.
Why do you keep saying respawn?
Because
Because
Infinite.
that was the other version of the question. that
Yeah,
you
the other
asked.
version of the question is there's always 1,000 crickets. When one dies, one is.
Oh, there's
one is
always?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that part. Sorry.
We asked two different versions of the question.
Oliver.
This is.
So you'd have just a repeating cycle of lizards. Okay.
No, no, that's not part of the question.
fine.
The lizards would still be there.
Oh, you just have lizards anyway.
Yeah. Should we talk about other stuff?
I can.
So
piece-
the Assassin's Creed trailer came out.
It did.
The what's the thing that he goes into when you become an ancestor?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
The Animus.
Yeah, the Animus. Yeah.
It's very different.
It's like a weird virtual reality machine.
Cassie, have you seen this trailer?
I saw it when I went to see Captain America: Civil War.
Oh, it
So
was in cinema.
sneaky
Oh,
trailer.
cool.
We can talk about that too.
Oh damn.
Did it feel like the video game when you were watching it?
It was really small clip, but yeah, it was weird. I was sort of watching, like half paying attention when it happened, and I was like, "Is that Assassin's Creed?" Like I thought it was a game advert, but it was actually like the film.
Yeah.
So it tricked me for a second.
That's a good
but
sign. That's a
That's
very
I'm
good
not a
sign.
huge Assassin's Creed fan. I used to watch my brother play. I don't really play single player games that often.
I think from the trailer that I saw, before they go into the Animus, it's basically just a film. And then once he's in the Animus and he becomes his ancestor, it does look it's a lot more stylized, like it's actually from a game.
Yeah, like the shot of the eagle circling the city is very reminiscent of you know, those sorts of scenes from the games.
Lots of parkour and whatnot, and hoods and
Yes.
knives. And...
No haystacks. No
Well,
haystacks.
there might have been one at the very end there. When
Yeah,
you-
there was the leap of faith, but there was no eagle. There was no
No.
eagle going.
That's the exact sound effect.
Yeah,
So
the animus looks weird.
basically like a crane that goes around his waist, and it lifts him into the air, and I think he's actually doing the moves in the air.
But that doesn't really correspond with how the games do it. You just relive your ancestors' past, and that's it.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can control your ancestor is a bit
It's a
odd.
bit weird.
Having said that,
I don't. Well, actually, maybe it's not. Maybe the animus simulates what the ancestor was doing.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
but then your body would just be torn around and ripped apart.
You have sex in midair. You're just constantly going up and down.
just watching him in the air.
Fully
That was so
clothed,
strange.
and you've got a rock on, and you think you're having sex, but you're not.
Anyway, we've all seen Civil War.
Yes?
Okay.
People's thoughts?
Best comic book movie ever.
Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Cap all the way. He's always
with
been my
Cap.
favorite adventure.
Cassie, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, I don't want to break any hearts. But
what?
I'm a huge film buff. Like, I love knowing about behind the scenes things like that. Like, and I just thought it was cute schlock. It was entertaining, but it was something else.
Yeah, I'm
I
on
love
her
the
side.
scene with. This isn't going to spoil anything, but there's a scene where Captain America's holding a helicopter with his friend Bucky in it, and it's just.
That's not a spoiler. That's in trailers. So yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Right,
fine.
okay, so he's holding it, and he's like, "Rrr," and it went on way too long, and I just, like, looked around the theater, it was just, like, everyone was looking around, like, seriously?
That
It
was
was
pretty
so-
badass though.
But it was, like, it was so bad, it was so good, but, like, that's how I felt, like, I don't know, I'm not really impressed with most films nowadays, like, it was good, it was entertaining, I felt like I didn't waste the money, so.
I didn't feel like I wasted the money, but I can't really stress my opinion because it'll ruin it for anyone that's watching it.
I think just because I think Ollie can identify with this or relate to this, it's the scene where he was holding onto the helicopter. It wasn't just him showing off his muscles.
No.
It was him and the emotional connection to Bucky, and that he was not going to let go even
Oh,
if it tore him in half.
obviously,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
but it's as subtle as these kind of films get, and it thinks it's like basic visualization.
Basic formula,
of-
yeah.
Yeah. It's just I think they're cute. You know, Marvel does a good job of making entertaining stuff, but it's just like it was like 3 films in one. I just wanted to see the Spider-Man film at that point. Like I was just like, okay, can I go see Spider-Man now?
It was
Like, because this is the best Spider-Man there's ever been on
Yeah.
film.
yeah.
I agree
yeah.
with you wholeheartedly.
I agree.
It
with
was
you too.
Peter Parker. It was like meeting Peter Parker. It's like, oh my god, there's that nerdy kid I know that is do goody. Peter Parker's just quiet and like reserved and like
Damn,
just slightly awkward.
Yeah, I wish I was Peter Parker. He had an Apple. He had a Macintosh.
Then he counted
yeah.
the trash. Yeah, okay.
He's a garbage collector, but at the same time, he created web shooters at the age of 15, which has always been an issue with me. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but that was always the biggest issue.
What I did-
I would assume in the movie that Tony Stark would actually create the web shooters for him, and that would have made
I just
more sense.
thought I watched all the Marvel films in the week before that film to prepare myself completely and to
Oh, yeah.
refresh my memory.
All of the tier
And
2
it
ones.
seems
yeah?
a bit hypocritical, Tony Stark giving all these speeches about, like, you know, we've got to keep ourselves in check. When he and fucking Hulk, like, Bruce Banner, basically, like, created an evil AI from an alien doohickey just before.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think it
he's
was- I
a
think it was-
screwed up
it-
man. That's kind of part of his character, though.
I
isn't
think
it?
it was
Yeah,
those
I
events.
do like the subtle manipulation of Spider-Man, and, like, I don't want to spoil too much, but Tony Stark's an asshole, and they do
He-
well portraying
he's-
it.
He's been getting
Exactly.
more and more paranoid as well. You can tell in the way that he's presented himself.
They're
in
going
this
to turn
film.
him into a villain, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite strange how they've switched how they were originally. Captain America was an American soldier working for the government, doing this, that, and the other, and Tony Stark didn't want anything to do with it. But now it's the opposite.
I think after the damage that he knows he's caused
Yeah.
through his arrogance and his assholeness, he's completely switched. But then because of the things that Cap has seen in the previous films and the way he's been betrayed by his country, he's got very different opinions about freedom and rights.
It was okay. It was. I expected a BLT, but I just got. There was no tomato or lettuce.
I thought it was a near perfect film.
It was okay.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you haven't seen enough films.
Cause Spider-Man.
Oh,
Well, other than that, and also I'm a huge comic book nerd. Just from coming off the brunt, I believe it's the phrase, or the coming off the
atrocity
release
that was.
of Batman v Superman, which had a lot of flaws, and it was just the most incoherent film ever made. Civil War just completely trumps it in every, I think.
I actually cared about
Because
Tony Stark and Cap fighting each
exactly,
other.
because they've had movies.
Yeah, but they barely had any reason to fight, and Tony Stark didn't have any. Like, these people are supposed to have known and worked with each other for years, yet Tony Stark just goes, "Yo, I'm not gonna listen to you anymore. I'm done talking."
It
And it's
doesn't-
just like,
Yeah.
shut up.
I'm
It
gonna
doesn't,
jump to
I know they wouldn't
conclusions.
have a film otherwise,
They-
but it's just,
yeah.
it was very flimsy.
Tony
I don't
Stark is
know.
not the one to jump to conclusions.
If you're a
either.
comic book fan, go see it, because you're gonna love it.
I've read. It's not what it was hyped up to be. I've read the.
Civil War's completely different.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not Civil
Yeah,
War.
the novel almost it's not the same.
didn't they kill babies? Isn't that what starts it?
What
A bunch
starts
of
the
children die?
Yeah. What?
500 children.
What starts the Civil War?
It
is
was
a group.
a group of heroes decided to make a TV show
A group of
out of them solving crimes, and something goes awfully wrong, and lots of small children die in a school.
pretty much a nuke goes off in a school district.
Yeah, one of the supervillains is like a guy that can expel a lot of energy,
Yeah.
or a lot of like explosive energy, kind of. Like
I only know this because Red Letter Media mentioned it. Like,
It's
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that guy.
and Tony Stark's push forward is more intense because they got the whole emotional baggage thing quite well in Civil War, but not as good as the Civil War graphic novel. Captain America's fight in the Civil War novel makes a lot more sense.
They did a really good job of making him look young in the film.
Oh yeah, they did an amazing
that was
job.
creepy.
It was eerily good. I think it was alright. It worked. It's just he was under a quilt in Civil War, and he suddenly jumps out from under the quilt, and it's like, whoa, 25-year-old Robert Downey Jr. What the fuck's going on right now?
From the
Yeah.
80s.
His forehead, what's happening? His eyes look really strange. And then behind him is stood the actual Tony, like the older Tony Stark, and it's like, this is so strange.
I thought it was cool.
I've only
And he
ever seen
looks like
3
that.
different types of film with him in it. There was Tropic Thunder,
Sherlock Holmes.
him playing Iron Man, Sherlock Holmes, and he was in a film called Gothica as well when he was younger with
You guys,
Halle Berry.
you guys have to see Kiss Kiss Bang Bang if you haven't seen him in that.
From a story aspect, it was terrible. It was just a complete misunderstanding. The fight didn't need to happen. It's like they're trying to escape. It's like, no, we're trying to save the world. It's okay, we'll deal with the registration thing later, which we can discuss over a table. But right now, we should probably go save the world. And it just
I think it makes sense because on Iron Man's side, he has to owe up to his mistakes, like you mentioned earlier. But I also understand Cap's side because if you register with the government, what if the government because governments change agendas.
Oh yeah.
So if they change their agenda so that they're working with Hydra, then there's an issue there.
There's a massive
So it's
issue there.
about freedom versus whatever the other side is, the antonym. I don't know, but I understood the story. It made more sense than Batman v Superman's fucking conflict.
No, I like the build up, but it was
Yeah.
anticlimactic. But the build up to everything was brilliant.
Let's not forget the bloody airport sequence, guys.
The only things that I
To
liked
say
about
that sequence was bad is wrong. You're
it
wrong.
wasn't.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. It might be time to say goodnight to someone. Someone that needs to go to bed now.
Yeah, I need to go sleep. I do.
So we should probably call it here. It's been a couple of hours.
It has been. It's been such a pleasure
My
having you on, Cassie. Tasara22. You can find her on Twitch at twitch.com/Tasara22. Where else can we find you?
Twitter, Cassie Mitsu. Cassie with an IE. Mitsu, as in I'm a weeaboo.
I see.
Weeaboo.
You can find her there.
It's a joke.
You
Oh, Oliver. It's
Yeah.
been fun.
It's been very fun.
Thank you for listening.
Any
Catch you on the flip side.
Any closing remarks? Apart
No,
from...
fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Next
Catchphrase.
question.
Next question.
Motherfuckers.
We ripped you apart, Bradley.
Pretty much.